Happy holidays. It's December 26th, and I am noticing light volume out there, so I decided not to trade my challenge account. I decided to trade just a demo account I have from Global Prime. It's like a practice account where you know, very light volume today, so I just decided, yeah, let's not take this too seriously. Let's just do a little rehearsal, do a little practice. So I was clicking around this morning. I kind of woke up late. Just decided to see what was going on in the market. I turned on the US 100 here, and what I did notice was that there was a pretty cool little pivot here on the 1 hour chart. A pretty cool little pivot indeed, um, where price had come up pretty sharply, hit this level here, where we had a reversal as well with these two wicks here, and pulled back down. So I noticed that. So that was an area of interest, which I marked with a black line. And then there was another area up here that had a wick, a very high wick, and so that was marked as well. So when I was basically looking at this, was right in this candle. So we had already broken through it once and wicked off that same level that was wicked off before, and we'd come back. And so what I like to try to do is I like to try to find a combination of EMA support and pivot support, and find when those two areas kind of merge and have a MACD, a moving average. Well, basically not a moving average. That's not an average. That's an actual level. But so basically, it's an apex. So I saw the price had tapped into this high and come down pretty fast, and then came all the way down to VWAP. Actually, this is a 5-minute chart, and this is a 1 hour chart. I'm going to switch this to a 15-minute chart now for a little bit better look, and I'm going to keep this on a 5 for right the moment. So what I noticed was that price had come down and was basing above that pivot level here at 16,834.70. It was basing above it, starting to put in what I like to call a Christmas tree. A Christmas tree is nothing but a double bottom pattern that has equal bars. So alternating colored bars, equal bars, culminating in hopefully a double bottom here and a push back up. So what I decided to do is get in slightly early. This Christmas tree bar was forming, which would have made it the second bottom in this pattern. Again, I'm playing off this pivot over here. I'm basically using this resistance here at this resistance line as a support line in conjunction with this 15-minute 8 EMA line. So those are the two supports that I'm using for the basis of my trade. In addition to that, I'm kind of using the fact that we had a big push up at 9:30 as the initial impulse wave, and then possibly we're going to get a secondary wave here when we pull back to these EMAs. And we kind of did, but it was pretty choppy. So what I did is, as this second green bar in the double bottom pattern was forming, I went ahead and got long. So let me switch this to the 1 so you can actually see a little bit better. And I got long right about this area right here. Actually, where was it? It's right about here. Actually, right about here. So I got long right here. The trade went up a little, and then it came right back down, stopped me out, break even. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm just too early. So I waited a couple more minutes, and then I got in like right about here, figuring that, looking at it on the 5, figuring that the pattern had completed, and now it was just doing a little bit of a back test, a little bit of shakeout before it went higher. So I got a pretty good entry right here. I'll put this on the 1 right now so you can see it again. I got it in right here, and I rode it up for a couple, 2-3 minutes. It started to roll over, and I got out right about there. So I had 125 lot. So I pulled out about 135, 1,035 on this trade, and about $60 on this scratch. So for the total of the two, it was about almost $1,100. And so I think that's probably all I really need to do for today. Again, the idea behind this trade was nothing more than a 1 hour pivot point right here recently, because that was like 3 a.m. this morning, and then a break through that pivot. If you'll notice, the first time it broke through, it bounced directly off it, and it did go higher. My thing here today was another try off the same pivot point, but this time with the EMA. And I really like playing off the 8 EMA, or playing around the 8 EMA, and that's on the 15 minute. As you can see down here, the 1 hour 5 EMA was a very nice place to trade it as well. But I think my entry was pretty good too off the 8 EMA, using that double bottom Christmas tree as the basis for my trade, both the support off the pivot line and the support of straddling the 8 EMA. We took this little pop right here on this candle, this 5-minute candle, for a nice little profit. Now it's rolling over. Obviously, it's toppy. It doesn't really want to keep going higher, but that's okay. We got what we need to get, and calling it a day here. Again, today just a demo trade, not really trading on the actual challenge account because of the light volume. Taking it easy, just doing some practice shots. Over here at the basketball hoop, just taking some practice shots. The big game is probably next week. I probably won't trade this week, just because so many people are off and there's very light volume. Okay, that's it.